loosened the rules a little bit.
A little bit?
Dress code. All right, I have a good feeling, guys. What do you think? I think Gukesh will not lose this one.
I hear a mighty cheer from the Indian fans there. No, I think Magnus is motivated as he's ever been.
Yeah, but so is Gukesh.
And he's thinking, you know, it's victory or bust. I think he's going to go all out here.
I mean, from tournament standings point of view, a draw is still fine for Magnus. He can still catch up with Gukesh later. There's still so many games.
Sure.
So he doesn't have to go all in and take too many risks.
No. But he will.
But he will.
With all the psychological aspects in play, I'll go and say that who plays better wins this game.
Oh,
controversial take, I know.
Knight c3. Now that's a little bit of a twist. We're so used to seeing bishop takes c6 that.
Yeah, this is already a sideline for sure.
Yeah, committing the knight to c3 so early is a bit of a twist. Normally with the knight on b1, you could imagine in such a structure, the knight would find better pasture.
Yeah, I was
on
thinking
c4.
where would the knight go now from c3? e2 and then f5? g3, f5? Is that the idea?
I suppose so. But it does look
we'll
a little bit peculiar to commit the knight in this iteration.
Yeah, I'm checking the database. This is already a new position. 0 games in this position.
Yeah, it feels, well, wrong, I think is strong, but...
I mean, if knight wasn't on c3, we would have hundreds of games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bit of an awkward pin here on this bishop. Whoa.
Okay, trade.
Did not see this coming.
I think Gukesh wants to trade everything. Maybe knight d7 is coming next move.
Okay.
Or will you take on f6 yourself now and play knight versus bishop?
I would.
Yes, that's what Magnus
just
has
because
done.
we need this imbalance. This knight, again, is not on a good square. It needs to reroute itself. At the same time, you're trying to limit the ability of this bishop. On a great day, your dream is to play h5 and put a knight on f5.
I think Magnus is going to play g4 now.
Let's pause our analysis and toss it to Zagreb, where Christian is with Gary Kasparov.
Plays that long castle.
Thank you, Yasser. It's the same time of the day, right? This game between Magnus versus Gukesh, we had a lot of fun in the Rapid. Yep. Now let's have a lot of fun in the Blitz as well. Your expectations, you see Gukesh is struggling at the beginning. Magnus seems to be picking up steam at the same time. Yep. Your expectations about this game, Gary?
It's a very important game psychologically. So, because as you said, you know, Gukesh had a very poor start. Magnus had a very decent start. And if Magnus manages to win the game, that will be a big boost for him. And the opposite. And it's not... will not work nicely for Gukesh. And if Gukesh can break this unfortunate series, so I hope if it happens, you know, Magnus will not blame me for bringing good luck for Gukesh, but it doesn't look good to Gukesh now.
It's one of those positions.
It's now doesn't look good because bishop d4 was a bad move, and it seems that Magnus has a very easy game now because, you know, look, bishop on b6 is doing nothing. So yeah, okay, it's he has to find a way. No, it's knight g3, okay, king g7, and then probably
knight to g3.
Yes,
okay.
If knight goes on g3, yes, f5 is no go, but now why? Its position is still solid because it's after king g7. I think Gukesh should play bishop c5. Goodness, I didn't like. I would suggest bishop c5, and because again but now just earlier, I think this is here you have to play bishop c5 because bishop on b6 is doing absolutely nothing. Here with on c5, you know, it's basically you can put bishop on e7, and then after h5, bishop goes on g5. Yes, this is a great square. So this you have to. I mean, in theory you can put a queen here, but I think the bishop on e7 would be better protection. Yes. And then you can start pushing pawns in and center. A5, B5, A4. So it's more difficult for white to make any progress because bishop could come back.
With a bishop.
With a bishop coming back, yes. Because I don't know, bishop bishop on b6. It's still probably okay because I mean it's definitely Gukesh has a plan of just look at the game to attack f2. I mean he wants to be more aggressive. I don't know. This is
With rook f6 perhaps at some point.
Rook f6, and you play f3.
So obviously g5 would be terrible right now. You cannot move that g6 pawn.
Now you have the rook. You see, this is rook h8. Queen g5 is endgame. It's just I don't know the same game is.
Against Magnus,
it's not. Yeah, you see, bishop. With bishop on e7, h5 would not be an option because then bishop comes on g5. It's always protected.
Yeah.
Here you have a problem. So you just have to find a way to defend.
And if you go rook h8, maybe now I can focus my idea to go f4 and look at the pawn on f7.
Yeah, also possible. Yes. So this is
See, did he make a move? Did
he play queen g5?
Just played queen g5. Yes.
Then rook. But now black is very passive. So rook, he takes the rook away from a1. So just it's somewhere just to make sure that the bishop. Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see where he put it. Yep. No, knight to f1 he played.
Knight to f1.
Yes.
Yeah. What about f5? What about f5 now?
f5.
What about f5?
What
about f5?
That's a good move. That is a good move.
This is how it's. What do you do? f5. This is his best chance now. I think that's it.
I think he wants to
take
and knight g3 back.
No, but I take on e4.
Knight takes e4.
No. Just it's the. Yeah. You want to take this one.
Yes.
Maybe
this is his plan.
This is true. Yes. And this is the. It's still very unpleasant.
But I'm seeing a huge difference on the clock, Gary. A minute 45 for Gukesh.
And we know that Magnus started by giving him a kind of handicap for
15
seconds.
Yeah.
Also, I think psychologically. Maybe rook f6, rook f6, then f3, yes? Then f3, that's no.
Let's see, he played a move. Rook f6, f3. Yes.
F3, yes. Now back on d6, maybe bishop d4 first, bishop d4. I would probably start with bishop, but bishop with knight d2. He wants knight on c4, yes. He wants.
And if you
take and bishop c3, yes. No, that's the. So you have to start with maybe rook b1 or rook a2. I don't know, rook b1 probably.
Yes.
But rook b1 maybe you can play b5 at least. At least just try to.
He placed his rook on f4. He's still trying to go for that f5. Take, knight to d2 or rook to h3. It feels like Magnus is slowly getting what he wants. Knight d2, rook h1 is a big threat.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's very bad because e5 is weak, a5 is weak. I mean everything is weak. So this is Magnus. This is his. And again, this is going back. This. It's all started with this problem. With queen e7. So this is again. You see bishop on b6. Yeah, this is. It's terrible. But at least it's just.
You get something.
Yeah, rook comes on f4, so that's it. I don't know, just maybe there's a chance. It's a terrible position, yes.
What about what we have right now?
Right now, it's
the bar is saying absolutely completely winning. What's the plan? Where's the plan?
What was?
Can I take that? Probably not.
He doesn't have to. He can play b3. I mean, maybe see what. He doesn't have to take.
b3.
No, because this check is just. You can just move the king first.
Yes.
No, but you can move the king because he wants to go c4 check, but you don't have to.
Yes. What's Gukesh's plan right now?
No, his plan is wait.
Wait.
There's no plan. His plan is wait.
He took on a5. It's a bit surprising.
But it's still winning, actually. He took on e5, and maybe it's not a bad idea.
Rook to d6.
King.
King goes up.
E2 is the
E2, and you go here, and then King goes up. Okay. He decides to go to c4.
That's also good, yes. Actually, it's the best moves Magnus playing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Rook a6, maybe I can take
Knight
that.
takes b7, yes. Knight takes b7. King d5. King b. Yes, king. Rook a4 check.
20 seconds right now for Gukesh against 2 minutes.
Before, yes. So that doesn't matter.
Oh,
time is irrelevant here. Yep, time is irrelevant. Yep. Magnus. Yeah.
He takes his revenge.
Something terrible, yes.
Yes.
Something terrible.
Rook to d1. Get rook to d7 or rook to d3 to defend that pawn on f3. Oh, this is hopeless.
Bishop d4, c4.
Rook d3, looking at c3 perhaps.
Yeah.
And knight a5, knight c4, bring the knight back
Basically
perhaps.
winning the rook.
Let's see, rook to d7.
Bishop e1. Should I have no? Knight c5 then.
And we see resignation. Magnus wins the game, and right now he's only half a point behind Gukesh.
Yeah, but it's something is wrong with Gukesh. So I think he played very. I mean, yesterday was already. Was not a great day. So this is the way